Okay. Give me a minute and I'll get on. Hello and welcome to Shooting the Shit episode 154. I'm on my own at the moment, I don't know what's happening, but I'll still sort the show out and stuff. It'll be fine. Hopefully everything will be okay. Right, let's get this show on the road, shall we? So just come back from playing some Star Trek Bridge Crew thing. It's quite good, it's really good. It now works without the VR headset. So yes. And it's £19 on Steam right now. I don't know what that is in dollars. So like whatever it is. So yeah, it was really good, and we're definitely going to be streaming that from all different perspectives. I think we'll get a crew set up later. Yeah, so that's why I'm slightly late, but not too late. We had just finished one of the missions, which was quite good. Killed a couple of Klingons, that's always good. We got the crew off the Kebiashi Maru, that mission, so that was fun. We got the crew off the ship. The Klingons did manage to blow up the ship, but not before we got 4 of them. So that was good, it was quite fun. Obviously that mission's a no-win situation, so we did get the crew off the ship, so I mean that's a win in my book. Right, so now since I'm on my own some, I will have to get all these bloody bookmarks open. So bear with me, and I'll put this stuff up in a minute. Right, so this one, I will put this in the Discord, so if they do turn up, if anyone does turn up, they know what I'm talking about. They can see the thing on the thing. So this. There we go. That's that all sorted out. Right. What am I doing? Right. Okay. Open window capture. There we go. Okay, so here's another stupid SCW nonsense crap that I've seen, that's spotted, that's stupid. Basically they're complaining that Far Cry 5 isn't anti-conservative, anti-Christian enough. I like, why would you complain about that? I don't know. But fine, that's okay. I mean, they can do that, whatever. A recent editorial by Polygon, of course it's Polygon, right? Tackles the politics of Far Cry 5. Okay, I thought Far Cry 5 was getting delayed till a while. Can't remember. Was it till March or something? Anyway, the author Colin Campbell outlines that the game has an opportunity to further condemn fascist politics in the US, pointing to people like Roy Moore, I don't know who that is, and groups like the Christian Right as holding on to end and exploited racism in America. However, Campbell was displeased with the fact that the game isn't quite as anti-conservative and anti-Christian as he originally assumed after being invited to play the game at Ubisoft's offices. Campbell states in the article that he assumed the iconography and symbolisms used in the Eden Gate cult in Far Cry 5 would paint them as white Christian supremacists. Writing, "The villain, Joseph Seed, is recognisably part of our political culture, a bit exaggerated. He is a guns and Bible demagogue who cites scripture often and speaks in apocalyptic terms. God damn it. As I write this, the news headlines are full of Ray Moore's refusal to concede his defeat in the recent Alabama election, warning that immorality sweeps over the land. Critically, Moore exploits racism as he appeals to followers on the Christian right. Are the right-wing Christians racists? I don't know. I wouldn't think so, right? Yo, how you doing? I'll a link to what it's in the Discord, man. If you want to jump in, I'm on my own here. It's in. Aren't you in the Discord? Let's see. Oh, you're not. Okay, give me a minute and I will send you invite to the Discord. Hang on. God damn it. How to do this? Right, they are. There's create channel. Invite people. Right, I'll send you the link on Twitter in a minute. I need to shut that window and get on the Twitter so that people can see it. Right, here we go. There we go. There's the Discord link. If you click that and jump into one of the voice channels, I will drag you down into the private live show bit. So just enter the Discord, go into one of the either general or games, and I'll grab you and chuck you into the live show bit because I've got admin access and that's how it works. Right, there you go. So I can shut that. Right, where was I? I was talking about this idiot saying stuff that's retarded. All games are political to some extent, but Far Cry 5 is clearly inserting itself into the zeitgeist. It's a game, you retard. But after playing enough of the demo, he came away frustrated that Ubisoft didn't have much of a political message to share in the game itself. Yeah, because that would ruin the game, you fucking idiot. God damn it. I hate these assholes. There you are. I will drag you. There you go. Hey chair. You should hear me. There you go.
Yeah, I hear you talk.
There you go. Right, so I'm doing, what one am I doing first? The Far Cry 5 article. What a piece of shit this is.
It's come out now and people hate it?
No. This is a guy that went, a games journalist complaining that it's not political enough for him. Because he's a fucking idiot. So basically he went to play the demo at the Ubisoft office.
Yeah.
And he doesn't like it. the idea that Christian conservatives aren't quite the centre of attention as the big bad evildoers that the initial marketing campaign led everyone to believe was a blow to the ideological heart of those who couldn't wait to kill Trump supporters. as it
You're
turns
disappointed that they didn't represent the political ideology they wanted them to.
Yeah, as it turns out, and for anyone who has actually been paying attention to the interviews and gameplay videos, the Eden Gate cult is about bringing multiculturalism and their own warped form of religion to Hope County, Montana. They aren't quite the Christian conservative nationalists that the leftists and the SJWs had hoped for them to be.
I think they probably changed. I think initially it might have been set up that way, but I think they changed it based on the outcry.
Oh, well, I would say... I don't think they would, because if I was doing something, right, I wouldn't want my game fucked with, because, like, people that are, like, that, they would still buy it. Like, they wouldn't buy it if I put that shit in.
You know what's funny, though, is you got feminists complaining about games like the latest... the latest Wolfenstein game, and yet Feminist Frequency had an entire series on Twitch of them playing it.
Yeah, well, it's an SJW game, I've heard.
Yes. Well, if you're an Antifa member, it's great for you.
Yeah, I've heard that. Like, honestly though, the story's meant to be all fucking social justice and shit.
Yeah.
Which is a pity, because the first one was quite good.
Aren't they? Jesus Christ.
Yeah, well, put it like this, right? That game's not been out that long, and it's down to about £19. So it's.
What was it before? Like 60?
Yeah, probably. It probably came out around full price.
Because I know they usually put up games around $60 Americans or
yeah.
Even Canadian. Like, it's really funny that it's $60 American, but it'll also be $60 Canadian. Like, they try and make the prices identical no matter what what form of money you're using.
So basically it's I've seen it on offer and it's really cheap right now. I was thinking of getting it because it was cheap, but I wouldn't buy it full price.
I just need to get a distraction from this freaking news story that I just covered. It's horrible.
Right. What happened?
Guys in Texas, cops were pursuing a suspect and she was trying to break into a trailer, and they shot her multiple times. And there was a 7-year-old who was home from school, or he was 6. There's a 6-year-old that is in his home, and he got shot through the wall apparently.
Oh, for fuck's sake!
And he died. And yeah.
Oh, whoa. Ouch.
I know.
I bet the cops are cut up about that shit, man.
Oh, yeah, they said that, without a doubt, that every single one of them would trade places with the kid if they could.
Yeah, man, that's fucked up. Like, I would hate that job, man. Like, if something happened like that, that's just fucking ouch. Be like, fuck's sake, man. There's not much you can do about it, though, I suppose. Like, I mean, bullets go through walls. So, yeah, so we'll maybe look at that later. But, yeah, so, yeah, the Wolfenstein game, man. The Wolfenstein 2, the first one was good. The second one is supposed to be all a bit crap, but whatever's happened, it couldn't have sold a lot because it's already half price, so.
Yeah. Crazy.
Yeah, so I don't know. So it turns out that this SGW thing this game isn't what they think. So in result, the journalists like Campbell have been having a hard time coming to terms with the fact that Ubisoft isn't willing to call a spade a fascist write-in. According to Ubisoft, the player can judge the cult's leader and his beliefs for themselves. On the face of it, this seems reasonable. death cults do not spring from vacuums. There's always...
But what a concept, though, that people overreacted about a game again.
Yeah, I know.
Like,
it's...
I'm just glad you're talking about this shit and not all the drama shit.
Yeah, I don't...
avoided it, because holy shit.
Yeah, I don't... I usually stay away from drama, because it's just meh.
Yeah, I haven't really played very many computer games lately, because my computer kind of sucks.
Right. I've just got back from playing Bridge Crew with Mega Mike. It's fucking good.
What's Bridge Crew? Is Bridge Crew like a
Star Trek Bridge Crew
kind of clone?
No, it is Star Trek. It's the VR Star Trek game, but they've just released a patch that makes it work without VR. So, and it's 19 quid on Steam. So we're all like, yes, we're getting that. So we're going to stream that later on or at some point because it's really fucking good.
But that would be so much fun with the Oculus Rift. That would be amazing.
Yeah. But I'm not paying fucking, what is it, 300 quid for.
Yeah, but just so you can sit there and be like, engage.
Yeah, no, but that's what we were doing, man. We were doing that without it. It was fucking excellent. And it works just as good. You use the key, you use the mouse to move your head around and stuff. It works. So that's what I was doing. I was the captain, and Mike was doing the.
No, but is it like actual voice commands? Like that's
yeah. Yeah, the game works with voice commands, man.
Oh, that's awesome.
But we didn't have time to fuck about and set it up because I only had an hour because I've got the show.
That's the type of stuff that they need to do. Can play these games too, you know what I mean? Instead of having one where you have to run around and shit. Like, yeah, have you seen the one that they developed? Someone developed a controller where, like, in these VR games, you can actually like walk around using.
Yeah, but it's a treadmill thing, isn't it? Is that the one you're talking about?
Yeah, for those of us that can't walk around, it kind of works really well.
Yeah, well, Bridge Crew is basically you're sitting there as the captain or whoever, and you get your tactical. Your screen pops up with like the Star Trek-y stuff, and you target them and you shoot them, and it's fucking good fun, man. I was fucking really enjoying it. So we finished the first mission, and then I had to go because I have to set this shit up. So it was really fun though. I've been wanting that game for so long, but because you had to have the VR shit, I was like, nah. Yeah, there was another game that done that years and years ago, like back in the 1990s. Bridge Commander or something it was. So this one's kind of like that, but obviously updated and stuff.
That title sounds exactly the same. Like they barely changed it.
Yeah, Bridge Crew and Bridge Commander. But I don't think Bridge Commander works anymore. At least not without. Maybe it does now because they've got the DOS box thing and all that stuff. But it used to be a pain in the arse to get it working.
Pretend to be Picard and what's his face, Riker, and just be like.
Yep. No, that's what me and Mike were doing. We were role playing the shit out of it, and we are going to stream it and set it up so you've got 4 perspectives and people can go to whichever perspective bit they want, and it's going to be good, man. It's going to be good. So
speaking of good things, I need to talk to you after stream about running the Aerith Radio network or something.
Okay, cool. We can do that.
Because I figured out how to do the audio only thing now, and it works quite well. So
yes, that's why I do it. Because
I find it easier, and like what's funny is I was using OBS, and OBS was struggling. When I use video, OBS tends to struggle sometimes and have disconnection problems for some reason.
Yeah.
But if I'm only sharing audio, it doesn't do that. It's weird.
It's because you're sharing. It's a lot more data that's going up, man. Like a hell of a lot more. Like 2 or 3 times. No, it's more than that. It's like 10 times the amount of data that you're pushing. So, if
did you actually hear my quote unquote drama stream that I had where I talked to the ASMR voice?
No, man. I'd stay, as I said, I'd stay away from
No.
drama.
I talked to the drama just enough to call people out and say you guys are being childish idiots.
Right.
But I did it in such a tone of voice that I was calm the whole time and not yelling and screaming at anybody. And it's the only time I gotta make a drama stream, but it was pretty funny because I did annoy some people with it.
I should do it. That's why I stay away from it. Just can't be arsed. But yeah, it's funny. I like watching the shit show. I do. I have been enjoying it. I've been.
Holy shit, though! They were crazy on that server.
Yeah.
They were like, let's collect all this data. Let's spread misinformation. Let's lure people into conversations and record what they're saying. It's like, holy crap! What the hell, you guys? You have too much time on your fucking hands.
Yeah.
Seriously, get a life.
It's Mr. Metacore's video is going to be fucking
I know,
awesome.
He's so obsessed. Oh my god.
He's went through so much of that shit. He's like, I've already done 40 hours of audio. Like, fucking
yeah,
hell, this is going to be amazing.
I think it's fine him exposing that stuff. That's fine if he wants to do that.
Yeah.
As long as he's making sure to like blank out any identifying information of people in there. Not the people who are doxing. I'm talking about the people they're trying to dox. Like if there's any personal information that's in any of those.
Yeah, I don't think he will put that up. He'll just put up little bits of them talking shit and that. It's fucking funny. It's going to be fucking funny.
I just don't get these people. I just don't get it. And now, like, here's the problem. Every live stream I try and have, there's one of 3 major channels that are talking about this drama stuff nonstop.
Yep.
Like 3 different channels. No matter what night I stream on, at least one of them is streaming. So every time I do it, 1,000 viewers each. So the audience, the audience pool is only so large on YouTube, especially for these type of videos that we do.
Yep. That's why I stick to the gaming ones and some SJW ones and retarded shit. Rather than
gaming still gets people watching. You know?
Yeah, and rather than just bitch about other YouTubers. It's just.
I know, that's why I hope one day I can get a better computer so I can stream games and stuff.
Yeah. My one isn't that good for it. The GPU that I've got just can't keep up. And it's a decent
desktop gaming.
And it's a decent. Well, it's a decent desktop GPU. I mean, it's a 390. So,
no, but that's the thing. I'm using my laptop for when I stream and stuff, so it's like.
Right, but even with a desktop to do games at like a decent frame rate, the newer games, my one gets not just OBS. The gameplay's fine, but once it goes to OBS and gets transferred over, I lose. I'm losing FPS. It's under 30 sometimes, which is not good. So anyway, I'm saving up for a new GPU. That should fix it. But I'm just saying, if you want to get into game streaming, it's going to be like you need a high-end rig, and you need at least a 1070 or one of the new Vega things. I'm wanting one of them. So I can still use FreeSync.
I'll never be able to afford one because nobody ever donates to my streams right now. So
yeah. So yeah,
I don't talk about drama, so they don't want to watch.
So yeah. Anyway, I thought the game streaming would be fine, but it's not. Like it is for older games or games that don't take too much things. Like Overwatch is fine, but the newer games that take more GPU powers and stuff doesn't work that great, but it's okay. Like it works. So
I keep getting people telling me, they're like, you went to Rook all the time in streams. I'm like, have you seen the streams that you're talking about? All these other streams like Country and whatever else, and all these other shows, and Sinatra and Tonka, all of those channels, everybody's channel has people interrupting constantly, and it's like, I'm sorry, but I do it a lot less than these people do.
Well, this is why I have this set up like this, so that when I'm doing a live show, it's locked and only people that get invited can come in, basically.
Yeah. And I'll probably start using Discord for it.
Yeah, it's easy enough, man. Right, what was I saying? Oh yeah, the Ubisoft shit. Right, according to Ubisoft, the player can judge, which death cults, there's always social and political reasons for them, but there's an undeniably fanatic quality to Eden's Gate, one which Ubisoft was unwilling to address during my interview. What are you talking about, you fucking ideologue? Like,
the important question is, though, do you get to open crates?
Probably. Actually, that's probably why the game's delayed. I bet they're taking out the crates.
You get to watch people open crates?
No, the game, right, did you hear that all Ubisoft's latest games have all been delayed for 3 or 4 months? Like,
they're taking it out of all their games now?
All of their latest games, like Far Cry 5, was meant to come out, I think, at the start of the year, next year, and it's been delayed till March. It was supposed to be out 2 or 3 months before that, and it's been delayed, and I think it's to do with loot crates.
Probably.
I think they've went, oh fuck, with this EA thing, which is coming up soon. I've got a thing about loot crates coming up. Anyway, so this ideologue doesn't like that Ubisoft didn't call them white supremacists.
You know, that crate video. You should put it behind a paywall and make it paid content.
Yeah. Yeah, that would be fun.
Make them pay $1 to watch it.
Yeah. So Ubisoft argues that Eden's Gate is not a white supremacist group, and that the cult gathers adherers from all sectors of society. From playing the game, I can tell you that the bad guys are not all white. Oh, the bad guys aren't all white. Oh my god. We can't have that. That's racist.
So it's being led by Justin Trudeau then. Diversity is their strength.
Oh, could you imagine writing this? Could you imagine sitting there writing this? Not all the game's bad guys are white. It's like, what do you mean? What? How is that an issue? And yet, this feels like a useful way to exploit hate politics without facing tricky ethical questions.
Yeah. The people that I'm looking for the feminists coming out there and being like, black people like they're evil and they use guns all the time.
Mm-hmm.
Or are they already? I haven't seen that, but they probably are.
Imagine being such a fucking prick. Dude, this is one of the reasons Gamergate happened, because you're fucking an ideologue and no one wants that shit in their game. And it's a good job that Ubisoft didn't do it, because it's fucking awful. It's like they're racists but not racist. It's weird as fuck. It's like, I hate white people. It's like, yeah, that's a bit racist though. And it's like, no, it's not.
But now, remember, you're white. You can't be racist against the white people. What are you talking about?
I know. And this guy fucking writes for computer games. Fuck. Oh, god damn.
Yeah, all the gaming I enjoy, all the movies that we're enjoying, they're all being taken over by SJWs. I do have a question unrelated to games though. Did you see the Lord Buckethead Christmas song?
No, I might put that on soon after we come off the YouTube.
Okay, it's called Bucket Full of Happiness. It's fucking amazing. Anyway,
we will play that. We will play that.
I'm looking up and seeing. I'm gonna look up if any feminists are upset about.
Yeah.
The fart thing. Let me see.
Probably
saying that
the inclusion of non-whites into the cult easily depicts the notion that they're white supremacists. The fact that there are more people of colour in the cult than on the rebel side could even prompt some to believe that you're fighting against the invasion of multiculturalism. This was not something that Campbell could stomach, decrying Ubisoft's unwillingness to follow the footsteps of Machine Games' politically heavy Wolfenstein 2: The New Colossus is writing. See, I told you that game was all fucked up. And it's not selling very well, so Ubisoft, good job, because you might make money on Far Cry 5. Whereas these guys probably didn't make money on Wolfenstein. So with a few months to go ahead before Far Cry 5 comes out, I'm not concerned about it using the extremist politics as a marketing tool rather than an opportunity to address real issues. How is it a marketing tool?
Okay. Perspective though. There was a petition, and that petition said Muslims or something like that, right?
Yeah.
And guess what? They did. So I think it is because of the controversy. I think it is because of that petition that they did this.
Could be.
You know. That's what's funny about it. It's just like, oh my god.
Oh, like using extremist politics as a marketing tool rather than the opportunity to address real issues. Why would a game address real issues? It's a game, you fucking retard. Oh, these people annoy me. These people annoy me so much, man.
These are the feminist games, like that one where it was the whole entire experience was him and his wife had, and the whole game was just living out their experience with cancer or whatever.
Yeah, it's boring. That's just boring. No one wants that.
No.
At a time when people are being marginalised, silenced, deported, and killed as a who's been killed? What? Okay. As a result of the natives' politics, it seems to morally dubious exercise. People around the world are angry and frightened by the rise of Nazism, what? And the acts of violence and murder perpetrated by the far right terrorists. What? What is this guy?
Oh, dude,
who is the far right terrorist? Who are these people? What are you talking about? I've not seen any of that. I've seen Muslim terrorists blowing people up with cars and shit. And fucking shit. Who's the far right terrorist though? Like, is there any? Have you heard of any far right terrorism?
Not really. They're mostly pussies.
It's weird. This guy's fucked up.
I just went to Feminist Frequency's website to see if they were talking about Far Cry, and I regret it because there's a new Anita Sarkeesian video that made me want to kill myself. So, but I'm trying to find information and I can't find anything other than what they said back in May.
Yeah, you'll have to wait until the game comes out.
Oh, I know, but I thought that some feminists would have got an advanced copy to look at or something.
Nah, I doubt it. Would you give them one? I wouldn't. Oh, far right terrorists.
Yeah, so they asked for you to change the thing into Muslims, and whether or not they listened to you or not, or they originally planned that. They're not really Muslims necessarily, but they are. And they ask for it, and then they do it. Nope, not good enough.
Yeah.
Make up your mind.
It seems a shame to me that Ubisoft is ready and willing to create a cult that looks a lot like a bunch of modern-day American Nazis without the inconvenience of facing this political phenomenon head-on. What is this? Is this guy crazy?
Yes. All these virtue signals.
Like, who are these Nazis? What are they talking about? Oh,
don't you know everybody that disagrees with you is a Nazi? Like, come on, you remember that?
I do, but that's fucking retarded. Oh, and now it's time to take the lid off the whole thing. Ubisoft played the media like fools. They used the journalists' hysterics and fascism with identity politics to put Far Cry 5 on the marketing map. They let the cosmic nature of current day social dividers trumped up across media platforms do the heavy lifting for them. It's why they didn't bother to immediately correct the misinformation about the game. that surfaced early on when the controversial posters went live, and the many outlets out there identified the game as a Christian conservative killing sim, which was then followed.
For no reason too.
Yeah, which was then followed by many online discussion threads joining in on that summation. The reality.
So is their religion more like a cult where they worship the leader? Then is that what is going on?
I don't know. I've not played the game. It sounds okay. I mean, Far Cry 4 was like a cult thing, wasn't it? That was a similar type thing.
I don't know. I spent most of the time hunting.
Right. Or was it?
Like I love that aspect of the game, but some of the hunting challenges are way too fucking hard. Like that one where you had to kill this super powerful animal with like a bow, and it's like, what the fuck?
Oh, I don't know that one. I'm talking about the other one. Not the newest one, the last newest one.
No, I'm not talking about Primal either. I thought it was in the other one.
Yeah, 4, which is a white guy. Isn't it the cult leader guy?
Oh, I thought that was the one where you were in the jungle and you had that.
No,
that's one in the jungle with the weird lady that like drugs you and rapes you.
No, that was 3.
Oh, well, that's the last one I played.
Right. No, that's 3. That was the last one I played as well. I'm pretty sure 4 had something.
I thought 4 was Primal.
No.
Was a different one.
Primal's a different one.
How confusing!
Yeah. The reality is.
Do you remember a game called Beyond Good and Evil where you played a reporter and you were going around taking pictures and stuff?
Is that not just come out, the second one? No, that's Evil Within. The Evil Within.
But there's a second one of that one coming out too. But feminists were pissed off about that game too, even though the protagonist is a black chick. Like,
of course they were. Of course they were. Nothing's good enough for these faggots. Anyway,
with the pig character or whatever, and I'm like, why? What?
I'm going to end the YouTube segment just now, and so bye bye YouTubes. Go to aerithradio.co.uk and you can listen to the rest of this shenanigans, and we will play Buckethead at one point.
Yeah.
Yeah.